The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to new Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else, guys. Of course, my lamp is still broken. I need to go out today and get a new lamp. So I'm sorry it's a little bit dark in here, but you know, that's life. That's life. Sometimes there's dark, sometimes there's light. You know, you can't get both. You can't get both. It can either be light or it can be dark. You know, and right now it's dark. So unfortunately, there's that. Besides that, everything's going down a little bit. We're gonna watch that. The wedge, rising wedge, broke to the downside. Everything looks kind of a little bit bearish, so we're gonna try to figure out, you know, how far down can we actually go. Are we gonna go down to zero again? Because you know, every couple of weeks we go down zero. Everybody's like zero is next level, zero. So you know, we're gonna see that. How's everybody doing in the chat, guys? How's everybody doing in the chat? Nami, hello, hi there, man. How you doing? Deep, yo, first S, good morning, Captain is early. Hi club, hi Captain. Bridge Cable, morning. Rise Weaver, hi everybody, hi. Goom, all on board Captain, hope you're doing well. Borghino, Chris Worm, I am, hope you are well also, Ryan. Dump, Hex Rise, yeah, I mean it's already a dump, like you don't need me to tell you that it's a dump, it's already a dump, you know what's happening on chat. Each short up 36%, nice. Captain is a true trader. She trades like you know, 20-30 times a day, scalps all around the clock, so that's nice. But Captain, make sure your trades are, you know, profitable. Make sure that you win more than you lose. Make sure that your losers are not big. Make sure that your winners run as far as they can. Make sure to short resistances, long supports, and so forth. Don't be a breakout trader. Besides that, I think you're doing fine. Doing okay, ready to drop sometime on the next bounce to the top side. I'm 25x. Silence before the storm. I don't know, man. It's already storm the way I see it. So there is that. Hi Lily, how you doing? Bejan World, did you get angry and smash it? Yeah, guys, did you get angry and smash the like button? It's like only 10 like button likes right now. Only 10 likes. Good morning, way. How you doing, man? Grugi, Dominic, hello. How you doing, man? Vivian, morning. Vivian, how you doing? Who more is in chat? Jimmy Stevens, good morning, Jimmy. Shiba, hello. Let's dump more. Yeah, let's dump a little bit more. Not that much, just a little bit more. Yeah, I'm still working on that part. Mohammed, Captain only tells us about wins. No, she posts her losses to me as well, so it's good. I complained about that because she was like, oh look, I'm winning. So you get this impression that she's winning all the time, and I told her like, you know what, you gotta show me losses, because you know I feel bad for losing when I see all your wins, right? So she started posting some losses to me, and I'm like, okay, now I feel good. Now I feel good. Tsunami after storm coming, tsunami. Dobro jutro, Baki. Dobro jutro. Šta znači Baki? Abey, morning Sasha, morning Abey, how you doing? Oops, sorry to hear that, Captain. Yeah. Captain is, but yeah, I think Captain is doing okay. Okay, guys, we gone through the chat. We told you about the lamp. We told you about when we are streaming. So right now it's time to do some, you know, TA analysis on what's happening on Bitcoin. And as you can see up here, there is, you know, a certain nice line up here. Maybe it's gonna go something like this up here. Over here, these two levels, these are connected by the 4-hourly actually up here. You can see touch, and then, you know, up here, you know, some kind of touch up there. So right now we have this line. I actually did not see this retouched up here, you know, before this, but you know, basically this up here is some kind of rising wedge up here, and right now we're breaking that to the downside. So we're gonna zoom in on this part over here to see what's actually happening with the chart. So let's go to the 1-hourly time frame up here, remove the moving averages so we can see this a little bit better. There we go. And the upper line is something like this, give or take. Maybe something like this up here, give or take. Yeah, give or take. It's you know, it's everything is like you know, give or take. See here, we failed to get actually back up all the way up there. It might be this one up here that we already broke. Might be already go something like this up down here because of this touch down here, something like this. Maybe it's all the way up there. Maybe it's all the way up there. Maybe I'm just messing with you guys. Maybe something like this up here, give or take, give or take. And this looks, you know, like some kind of rising wedge that we actually broke on the downside. Maybe it should go from over here, maybe, because it does look a lot nicer up here. Something like this, give or take. Yeah, I like this touch on the top side up here. So we're gonna use this up here for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe something like this. Give or take, it's in the ballpark area of the rising wedge. It's in the ballpark. Let's see 30 minutes chart up here. Nah, it could be like this up here as well. There's definitely several ways to draw this. Does not matter. It's some kind of rising wedge. It broke through the downside right now. We are breaking the support on the downside as well. Down here there was some kind of support right now that's breaking on the downside as well. So this move already is going towards downside. That said, how much down towards go? There are two levels that are very important to notice on this chart over here. The first one is down here at 19.7 level, and the second one it might be up here at 20.2. And the third one should be down here at I'm a little bit unsure about this 20.2 because this actually top up here. This actually is support, previous support. So let's remove this one up here for some reason and just say that we might go all the way down to 19.7 down here, or maybe all the way down to the bottom of the start of edge 19.3. You know what? Let's add this one up as well, because this just looks too steep towards downside. There are three levels that we need to take care of. Up here 20.2, 19.7, and down here at 19.3. Three support levels that this can actually fall down at. There are also probably some kind of moving averages up here. Let's pop the moving averages chart up here. On the daily time frame right now, down here 20.2, it will be below the 20 moving average, which is not actually ideal, but we can just speak above that and stop there above the 20 moving average. On the 4-hourly time frame, you can see here there is a confluence on 20.2 between the 20 moving average, 100 moving average, at least some kind of support there is there. And the small time frames, there is also this 100 moving average down here. So these two lines on the bottom side don't have any confluence with any kind of moving averages. So are we gonna go all the way down there? It can happen, but it won't be actually that bullish. The most bullish scenario right now, I think, is around 20.2 down here, where we just get some kind of support and continue pumping towards the upside. Now, will this actually happen or not? We do not know. Right now, this actually broke on the downside, and right now we are crashing a little bit towards downside. There is also the trend line up here, something like this up here, that we are breaking on the downside. So it doesn't matter what kind of trend line you're drawing, we are definitely breaking on the downside. So we need to watch these three levels up here to see where we can actually end up at. Now, this, just like last time we talked about 90.6 level. There was a small rising wedge up here somewhere. I don't know where it was. Maybe it was up here. Somewhere up here, 90.7. I think there was something up here. We are looking for pullback 90.6 or something like that. Yeah, over here we are looking for some kind of pullback. There was some kind of small rising wedge up here as well, and we came down there. So the way this actually plays out is this rising wedge up here. If it bounces off of 20.2, we are very, very bullish. Extremely bullish towards the upside. Any other level up here, gets less and less bullish towards the upside, and even might continue on the downside. So you do ideally want to hold these higher levels of support. Will these higher levels of support hold or not on the small time frames? We are not quite sure, but at least that's what I'm looking for right now. So right now I'm looking for more move towards downside, at least to 20.2 before anything special happens. Any kind of move towards downside will be more and more bearish by the time as the time goes. That's it. Let's go to the daily time frame. What you're gonna see here on the daily time frame is that we actually managed to get above the 10 moving average up here. Unfortunately, right now we're coming right back down again. This can of course just go down to the 20 moving average down here and bounce right back above the 10 moving average, and then we close above that and continue towards the upside. But the last time we did the exact same move right over here. You can see here, big red candle, big red candle. This was actually three big red candles. We had a bullish engulfing candle up here, bullish engulfing candle, three green candles in a row, three green candles in a row. But we got this bearish engulfing candle after that. So this candle is not yet done. If you get the bearish engulfing candle, maybe even below the 20 moving average, this can actually be very, very bearish, and continuation towards the downside can actually happen. Is this move right now done towards the upside? Is this going to continue towards the upside? We do not know. We need to look for that rising wedge to see, you know, whether we bounce off the support. If you can just bounce off the, you know, first support up here and just continue towards the upside, that's going to be very, very bullish. Unfortunately, if we start closing like we closed over here today towards the downside, this might actually continue more in the downward direction. So it all depends kind of, you know, what's going to happen today. Are we going to, you know, close bearish or not? And you know, these closes are very, very important. On the 2-day time frame, you'll see up here that we have right now the 20 moving average resistance coming towards us. We are coming very, very close to that. We tried to get up above this 10 moving average. We managed to hold that right back down, and this is second try up here getting above the 10 moving average. Will we go down here again, get to this you know, 20 moving average up here, then jump on the 20 moving average and maybe even climb a little bit higher towards the upside? Oftentimes these moving averages do work like that. You have some kind of impulsive move towards the downside, then we start going a little bit sideways. You'll have this first 10 moving average that you try to climb above, and then you have this, you know, secondary 20 moving average, but oftentimes it goes back down here again. It moves more these moving averages towards the downside, and then it breaks both of these towards the upside. You know, there's several ways how this can actually play out eventually when it comes to moving averages and the price action. But you know, it's not always that you just, you know, break towards the upside and just continue towards the upside. Oftentimes you just get, you know, a little bit rejection up here, go a little bit more towards the downside, then break both of them towards the upside, and you know, you have a little bit bigger rally. So could we right now go into some kind of smaller pullback down here on the downside? I think we definitely can, and but that's still not bearish. I mean, we still I still don't look at something like 16k, 15k or anything like that. Like for that to happen, we need to break some very, very important support levels, and we are not even close to that. So you know, the way I look at it right now, it's a pullback, normal pullback in the consolidation period. This consolidation period down here after a huge move towards the downside. I would even say that this accumulation period, like we already said before, that's gonna last 3 to 6 months, maybe even more, 9 months, a year's time. I don't know how long this is gonna last. This is already the accumulation period. Can we move down here a little bit more towards downside, maybe even below the previous you know, the low down here at 17.4? We can, but right now there is nothing that says that that's gonna actually happen. So in the short term, I'm looking for a small pullback towards downside. I'm looking to get some you know, catch some kind of support on the downside down here, and then maybe bounce towards the upside. You'll also see, for example, that Ethereum right now, especially look at a 4-hourly time frame, we have been expecting Ethereum to actually break on the downside. Never did do that. We were trying to catch a trade yesterday, we never did that. Over here you can see here there was some kind of impulsive move up here, then there has been this exhaustion flagging towards the upside, then we exploded towards the upside and right back down again, which is a very, very bearish move. So right now that you know, we failed to actually go down. We tried to go down here, but you know, we managed to get some kind of support, break to the upside, failed to upside big time, and right now back down here below the support, and right now continuing to the downside. So Ethereum is also right now going back down. Ethereum got also some kind of support down here at was that 10,080 or something like that, give or take. If we start breaking that on the downside, it might be even a little bit worse. That's 1 hourly time frame. The 4-hourly support is all the way down here at technically. I mean, there's definitely some other levels down here, but this 1114, that might be a very interesting level as well. But that's below all of the moving averages on the 4-hourly. Not gonna analyze that too much. DXY. Let's go back to DXY right now over here. DXY right now is at 107. Still not much happening with DXY. We still think it might actually hit this top up here. It doesn't have to hit it. I mean, it came very close to 109, so this might already be some kind of top. Right now going some kind of pullback. As long as this is ranging in between these lines, this is technically still an option. Fortunately for us, this is actually a bearish option over here, and this will eventually break on the downside because you know, it's just nature of things. Stuff that goes up has more probability to break on downside. If this is a parabolic move that's not yet over yet, you'll see break of this line on the upside, and that will increase the speed towards the upside over here. If that happens, you might see a big rally, and that will probably be the last move on DXY. And if it fails to does that, it still needs to break the support line on the downside. So we still haven't broken the support line. We have, DXY is still, in some kind of rising momentum towards the upside. Up here, it might move a little bit up here, down here. I don't know what's gonna do, but technically it is still very, it's still strong and still continuing going towards the upside. Somebody posted a monthly chart up here on the DXY that I found very interesting. I think it was something like this up here, give or take. These stops. Nah, I don't know what they were posting. Forget about that. Forget about that. The stock markets had this falling wedge. Yesterday stock markets actually pumped big time towards upside, like 10%, sorry, not 10%, 2%, something like that. It was a very good day for the stock markets, and stock markets are still in this falling wedge up here. Something like this, maybe give or take, maybe a little bit differently up here, maybe something like this up here. This might be a channel. Over here, this might be a a falling wedge. How you actually draw this a little bit differently doesn't matter. This is still falling towards downside. Any kind of move above these lines should signify some kind of important event. So if we break this towards upside, this is actually very bullish. We break to the downside, this is going to increase the speed towards downside and might dump even further. Nature of the falling wedges is towards upside, but in very bearish markets this should fall on the downside. But the way I see it right now, it looks like that people are already pricing in that Fed rates are going to increase, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. So I think they are looking right, okay, we've fallen enough, people are scared already, inflation, a recession, all of that kind of stuff. So I think there might come, a breakout towards upside up here and a small rally towards upside. So you're gonna see that we are already pretty much, big way down on the downside. This is a weekly time frame. We are almost at 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. As you see before, this weekly 200 moving average, this is 2018. Down here, it has always been some kind of decent support. This is, the big drop in 2008, the market crash, right? This over here is 2000 dot-com boom bubble that actually went down, and so forth. But the markets don't look all that bad, guys. The markets don't look all that bad. It's a normal move towards downside. There is nothing right now that says that this is right now is in some kind of capitulation, having some kind of capitulation move towards downside. It's just kind of zigzagging slowly towards downside. Let's see if we can actually see the volume up here. Volume is always stable up here, so it's very hard to analyze the volume on these things. You can see volume is zigzag up here all the time, all the time. So it's very hard to analyze the volume on the S&P 500. But the markets, the way I see the markets, markets are not in total shambles right now. I mean, they're still just having normal pullback. So there's that. The XY going up and Bitcoin right now falling down, and we're gonna see how far down it's gonna go. But the way I see it right now, it's too late to short over here. It's too late to short. I mean, you might still catch a short up here somewhere on the pullback, right? So if we have some kind of pullbacks up here, let me just draw the line up here, maybe something like this up here, give or take, over here. So we have some kind of pullback up here again. There might also be a nice short option towards downside. But overall, I'm looking at these, these long positions right now down here, bounce up here, maybe down here, or even bounce up here. But this is the likelihood of good position, good long positions should be out of these higher support levels, of course, higher support levels. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. What is chat thinking, guys? What is chat thinking? Sup, Abinash, how you doing, man? We just have a breakdown of the wedge and up we go. If we were bullish, if you are bullish, halfway down. If you are bearish, all the way down. It's confirmed breakout. Seems like this bear flag might finally come to an end soon. Bear flag. So people are also talking about this being a bear flag. It could be a bear flag, but I don't know. I don't know. It's real hard for me. Like over here, maybe you can see that maybe, just maybe, this is a bear flag. Now this is a bear flag. I mean, of course this looks totally ugly, of course, very ugly. Depends on how you measure the move. Down here to 12k, if it's a bear flag, right? Now these flags don't always play out to the same way, but I don't know if you guys remember what I said. I said in this capitulation area, at this bottom down here, everything looks very bearish, right? Everything looks all of the moves looks bearish. Everything looks like it's gonna break to, or you know, every time it's gonna, you know, just dump down. But the effect of the matter is it just doesn't, right? So over here right now we're having all of these, you know, rising wedges that breaks towards downside. Everything looks, you know, everything looks, every time it goes up, it looks so bearish. It looks so bearish, and every time you think it's gonna jump even more towards downside. Now if this is a bear flag, of course, this is you know, bearish pattern, but that does not mean that we are gonna go down to 12k. So this is printing bearish pattern, but it can, these patterns can always break towards the upside, right? And once they break, you know, the natural way of doing stuff, right? So once this breaks the natural way, and the natural way over here is towards downside, once it breaks the natural way towards upside, you realize how actually bullish we are, right? But as long as we are just trading up here and printing this bear flag over here, of course everybody is gonna be thinking, oh man, we're going down to 12k. And that's the nature of these accumulation phases at the bottom. Everything is very bearish, there's a lot of FUD, everything is going down to zero, and so forth, so forth. I think I read an article about miner profitability, and I also show some infographics from that. Around 24,000 is you know, cost of mining one Bitcoin. But I also just read that I don't know who said that, maybe JP Morgan, somebody else, that actually the average you know, cost in the world is around 13,000 Bitcoin, you know, 13,000 to mine one Bitcoin or something like that. So right now people are taking that information and thinking, oh, we gotta go down there to get out of the miners. We don't have to do that, because even in 2018, when we were down at, you know, 3,000 levels, yes, there has been minor capitulation, but you know, there has been still profitable people, you know, mining at 1k. So people are already been saying, oh, we got to go down to 1k to get out of these miners. You have to have a real, you know, minor capitulation. Guys, we are already having minor capitulation. That's the, you know, nature of things. There's a lot of FUD and stuff like that. Everything looks always bearish on the screen, but you gotta understand that, you know, even though recession might come and you know, inflation is high, and you know, black swan event might happen, and World War III might happen next year, or whatnot, right? We cannot price that in just right now, because right now, you know, we are just looking at charts and we are following whatever the chart tells. When these things happen, we will start noticing that. If the World War III is gonna break out tomorrow, you will start to seeing failure, or it's not just gonna go straight down. It doesn't go straight down. You will see, you will start seeing failure on the charts. You will start seeing breaking of the supports. You will start seeing pricing in, because pricing in doesn't come, you know, in a minute. Suddenly everybody prices in at the same time. It doesn't work like that. It happens on a very slowly, and you do have time to notice that there is some kind of a failure. Like over here, this is a Corona dump 2020. Before we had the big dump towards downside, we already saw failure in the price. We had the channel, we broke down the channel, we will start breaking the downside. There was some kind of support line over here, and then you know, but we already saw that you know, there has been some kind of lines up here towards downside, and once we start breaking, you know, seeing the move towards downside, and you know, down here, you know, the Corona was already getting, you know, priced in all the way up here, right? It was already getting priced up here. This is just the last move towards downside. I remember, you know, this was 12th March. I remember, you know, weekend before that or something like that, I was telling my wife, why is nobody you know, panicking about this? They are closing down China, they're closing down the towns in Italy, right? Everybody is, you know, but markets are still doing fine. But markets weren't doing fine. They were already, you know, pricing that in, but they are pricing that in very slowly. And on the black swan, you know, it wasn't actually technically black swan event. For people that actually know, the black swan events are kind of, you know, already seen that to become. It's just that markets who is unaware of the things that happen finally gets aware, and that's when it happens, right? So we will see some kind of you know, as long as there is bullishness, as long as there's something happening up here and on S&P 500 and stuff like that, right? As long as there is not just, you know, straight move towards downside, bleeding towards downside or something like that, you know, we will notice that, you know, supports are being broken and, you know, bad moves are happening. You also see maybe some kind of slow move down here below that before you actually dump on the downside, so forth, so forth. So we don't know what's gonna happen, but, you know, we don't have any reason to think this is not the bottom. Once that comes, we're gonna talk about it. What is Pi Cycle, sir? Pi Cycle is, you know, some very nice indication. By the way, how is Pi Cycle doing right now? Let's clean up the chart up here. Let's go to the BLX chart up here, and let's add Pi Cycle indicator. Pi Cycle bottom indicator. Did this actually flash bottom right now? Let me see that. Yeah, we got a bottom, guys. We got the bottom, guys. We got the bottom right over here. That's the bottom. Pi Cycle bottom. It is done, guys. It is done. Another indicator showing us that we are done. Another indicator. Pi Cycle bottom. Pi Cycle bottom. This thing over here, man. This, let's see this on the logarithmic chart. Pi Cycle bottom on the dollar. Pi Cycle bottom on the dollar. Pi Cycle bottom on the dollar. Down there. That was the bottom, guys. 19K. This was actually, you know, overshoot at 70K. But this is the bottom. Pi Cycle right now saying that we are at the bottom, so we are at the bottom. That said, let me check one more indicator. What is stochastic? Stochastic also had this on a monthly time frame. Very nice cross. Did we get cross yet? No, we need to wait for a monthly cross right now. We still don't have the monthly cross yet over here, but, you know, when that happens, right? We don't have that just yet. On the monthly time frame, we still don't have a Pi Cycle bottom, unfortunately. On the daily time frame, we do have that, but if you look at a monthly time frame, you can see here there was Pi Cycle bottom on the monthly time frame, and right now there is, you know, this could actually go a little bit more down. So, you know, on the monthly time frame, it's not showing us Pi Cycle bottom. Let's see weekly. Weekly was very nice. Weekly was there, but we don't have it on the weekly yet up here. Maybe one more week, maybe one more dump, guys, maybe one more down, and we'll have it on the weekly as well up here, maybe. But we got it on the daily. We got it on the Pi Cycle bottom. We got it on the daily, but we don't have it. We don't have it on the weekly and monthly. But weekly looks very close though. Weekly looks very close. But I think we need to go a little bit more down, and then we'll get this Pi Cycle bottom as well on the weekly time frame. Everyone said 100K, now they're all 10K. Do the opposite. Yeah, exactly. Everybody was 100K, right now everybody's 10K. Like, there will be no 10K, there will be no 100K. It doesn't matter what people are saying, but it can be off by 2 weeks in price. Yeah, it might be that. There is a zero indicator for the bottom from the context of the macro bear market. We are not looking, we're trying to analyze the other, you know, indicators and trying to figure it out whether we are getting close or not, you know. Checklist Pi Cycle top. Yeah, Pi Cycle top is not actually very interesting right now. Let's check the moon indicator. The moons, guys, the moons. Oh man, the moons. We have very nice moons right over here. Right now we go. This is on the weekly time frame. Let's go to daily time frame up here. Right now we are having these super moons up here. This is the biggest super moon ever. This is the 14th July, not ever, but, you know, this is the biggest supermoon. And right now we have one more supermoon around here in August. So there are 3 supermoons up here. And, you know, it's very funny because down here at the bottom, where's the bottom? Down here at the bottom, also these down here, I don't know which 3, maybe it was these 3 or these 3 or these 3. You know, there were also supermoons, guys. There were also supermoons. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check out which one of these in 2018 were supermoons. Let's go up here a little bit, and we got 2018, and this was in November. What? November, December 2018. November, No, just regular moon. Have I been wrong? Where are the supermoons up here? There has been no supermoons during 2018. Full moon, new moon, full moon, partial new moon. Supermoon. January 31st was the supermoon. New moon, full moon. January 2nd and January 31st. January 2nd and January 31st up here. But they were full moon, supermoon. Yeah. So full moon can also dump you towards downside, unfortunately. See, because there is double top. You have to consider that Bitcoin and crypto never saw a recession. Yeah, everybody's saying that, but you know, who cares what everybody's saying? When I start yelling the same thing, Bitcoin will do the opposite. Both 10k and 100k, first 10 then 100. It's not at all unlikely. I mean, in the previous bull market, 100k was a little bit unlikely. Right now, in this bull market, 100k is not unlikely. You know, it's a difference. It's a difference because we moved way too much in the past. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you today. I think more move towards downside, and we're gonna see where we actually bounce. Besides that, you know, I wish you a happy day. I'm gonna get me a lamp and some light in here. I also gotta fix my kid's bike as well. Maybe do some gardening work. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyways, guys, there might be a trading stream a little bit later. I won't start streaming until I actually see something that we can actually, you know, short or long. Even yesterday we were doing like 3-hour stream, you know, trying to, you know, waiting for things. But we were actually on the dollar. Actually, yesterday we are looking at sand, and we are looking also at we are also looking at. There are 3 coins that I was actually looking at. First, we are looking at Ethereum up here. If you look at 1-hour Ethereum, we want to short Ethereum towards downside. And we, you know, the short could have played out. I mean, this way, you know, we will probably get stopped out, but you know, for a little while it could have played out, especially these moves up here. That's something like 28% profits or something like that, right? So if we have gotten that, we'll probably put some kind of stop loss, you know, somewhere, so we wouldn't have gotten liquidated or anything like that. So it would have been a very nice short. When it comes to sand, we also saw sand breaking down here. We wanted to, you know, to take a lot of, you know, let's go a little bit small time frames up here. We want to actually short up here, we want to short up here, we want to short this thing over here. We never actually shorted, but you know, any kind of short down there would have been very, very profitable short. And also can see we actually wanted to long right down here. Let's go to 5-minute chart. We wanted to long right down here on QNC because we thought it could have a nice move towards upside. It did have a huge move towards upside, not just, you know, after this move to, down here, you know, but we never did that. So we need to work on, you know, trigger pulling and, you know, getting into the trades. So, you know, there's that. So the 2 things, you know, pull the trigger, and also don't start the stream until you are very close to pulling the trigger. Just don't use high leverage, my dudes. Yeah, hope you're wrong about today. I'm long now. I get that, man. I get that. For your sake, I hope I'm wrong as well. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Join KuCoin, guys. Join KuCoin. Get, you know, 20% off fees, and on Binance, you know, and you know, KuCoin is the only place where you can get good gems, guys. Good gems. Besides that, guys, have a nice day. Enjoy the day, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Also, maybe a little bit later today. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.